So good morning, and come to a comfortable sit. So find your sit bones, have a wiggle, have a real sort of almost a rummage around internally to see where things are and where there are little bits of stickiness and achiness perhaps. So while you are letting your whole lower half of your body just settle in and soften in and relax and let go, having a nice bit of a wiggle with the top half of your body. And what I always find fabulous about doing this is that you really find where you're not quite the same on left and right. Just those surface things. Of course, there's other stuff going on underneath, but just a good observation to start with. So we can really appreciate coming back into balance with our yoga practice. So today it's going to be all about balance. So we'll start off with a nice little bit of breath work, and of course we're going to come into a balancing breath. But before we go to Nadi Shodhana, we're just going to synchronize the breath together. So you might want to put your hands, palms facing up onto your knees if you're sitting in cross-leg position. And you may like to just bring your first finger and your thumb to gently touch each other in Jnana Mudra, Mudra of knowledge. That is self-knowledge in this instance, perhaps. And rotate your shoulders, just a gentle rotation, whichever way came to you first, backwards or forwards, although each movement does both, obviously. And really finding the niggles there. So today be very gentle in your practice, and then reverse whichever way you were going, go the other way. So listen to what works for you and go with what works for you. Up to your ears and slowly down with the shoulders. And up to your ears again, inhaling, exhaling, taking the shoulders down. Inhaling, lifting up from your elbows. And then exhaling, putting your elbows closer to the ground. Even closer, closer, closer. Crown of the head still lifting up, so you're long in the neck. And then bringing your shoulders back up again. And then once more, really slowly this time, taking your elbows closer to the floor, either side of you. Taking your shoulders down. And releasing, coming back up. So let's have a little bit of a dip from side to side. So right shoulder coming down and left shoulder going up, and then we're going to reverse that. Let your head just gently sway with the movement. No action in the neck or the head. So we're just moving from side to side. So you're controlling this movement by scrunching up the muscles in the side of your body and relaxing the other side. So we're scrunching up on the left, moving to the left, scrunching up on the right. Otherwise known as contracting. So coming back up. So gently forwards and backwards and forwards, rolling through the sit bones and coming to rest in the center, wherever that is for you. And let's take a big exhale. Inhale through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, feel your shoulders perhaps rising on the inhale, maybe. On the exhale, letting go, softening through the whole of your chest as you take all the air out. Inhale. And exhale as if you're trying to blow a candle out quite far away from you. So forceful out breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 more at your own pace, maybe closing your eyes, really feeling into that breath. So for these next 2 breaths now, inhaling as fully as you possibly can and exhaling completely. So really being able to slow the breath down, getting to that fullest point and then the emptiest point. And when you've done your 3, just coming into breathing in an easy, relaxed way and noticing how much space you have, how much room there in the chest, in the torso, and how much more energized you probably feel. And we're coming now into nudge shoulders. Now we're going for that balancing breath. So relax your left hand, unless you are left-handed, in which case swap this around the other way, into your lap or on your knee. And this time maybe putting the palm facing down. Take your dominant hand, your right hand in my case, folding the first 2 fingers in. We're going to be blocking the left nostril with the ring finger and then gently blocking the right with the thumb. And we're going to be starting breathing on the right side. So here, when we're pressing in, quite often it's easy to move the whole torso, move the spine, move the muscles and the bones even in the neck. So throughout this posture, be very mindful of feeling that equal grounding in your sit bones. In fact, just change the cross of your legs right now. Unless you are kneeling. If cross-legged becomes uncomfortable, always come into kneeling or extending your legs outwards. So making sure that you are long in the spine. You've got lots of space here, because quite often we focus so much on the fingers and moving that we start to slump and curl around, and then we're losing all that lovely space inside. So let's open up, take the shoulder blades a little bit closer together, and then soften and relax. So now we'll start. So we're only breathing in and out through the nostrils. Gently close your mouth. So here we go. Blocking the left side. Inhale. Switch to exhale. Stay here. Inhale. Switch to exhale. Inhale. Switch to exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Letting go of any tension in your thighs. Inhale. Switch, exhale. Carry on at your own pace here. Stay with inhale. Carry on. Remember, you're always switching to exhale. So you move, then exhale. Moving at your own pace, you can lengthen the breath. And if you're able to lengthen the out breath, especially, see if you can do that. Add on another beat there. But keep the breath easy and relaxed. So we're keeping that length in the spine, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. But at the same time, we're also not forcing the breath completely to full and completely to empty, or just almost beyond that point. Be comfortable in the breath, but be quite forceful with the inhale and exhale. You're waking up the nasal passages, you're waking up all of that nerve stimulation. softening and relaxing through the whole of your nervous system. This lovely cooling yet energizing breath. We have the sun and the moon going here. So make this your last round and really slow it down. And when you're finished, come to resting that right hand down. We're going to take the chin to chest. So chin to chest, close your eyes, close your mouth gently. And notice breathing in through both nostrils, unhindered. Feeling completely balanced with the breath. Your nadis, or the rivers of energy through your body, through the center of your body especially, completely balanced. And then tucking your chin in quite firmly, taking your attention to that stretch on the back of your neck. And notice if you're rounding the top of your back. If you are, just gently sending your sternum up a little higher, a little further away from your pelvis, but at the same time getting that nice firm tuck of the chin into the top of the chest. And then arching the chin all the way up towards the ceiling. So just here, not pushing back, just gently allowing the back of the head to rest on the top of your back. And here's another opportunity to lift the sternum. Give yourself that lovely space, that solar plexus space. And send your lower jaw up towards the ceiling if you feel like it. And relax, soften, come back to center. I'm going to turn to look over the right shoulder, so nice firm turn. Right ear behind you, left ear facing forwards. And notice what's happening with your shoulders here. If you can bring in a little softness there to both shoulders. Not bending your head either side. Your gaze is direct and level if your eyes are open. And you're still giving yourself that space in the torso. And turning now to the center and then over to the other side. And let's go a big sharp turn over to the left this time. Feeling that stretch all the way along the side of your neck. And coming back. We're going to change the position of our seat here. If you can come into kneeling, come into kneeling. If kneeling is always a challenge for you, try experimenting with just putting a cushion on top of your feet and then sitting back on the cushion. Otherwise, you can stay in Sukhasana or come to sitting in Dandasana with your feet extended out. I'm going to do a side bend here, so giving ourselves a little bit more height. Excuse me. Taking your right hand down to the right side and walking your fingers away. So walking them away as far as works for you. Just relax in your torso here, but watch out for that folding forward motion that naturally can occur. Lift yourself away from that so that you are beautifully in line. And then let's extend the left arm up. The left arm coming up and reaching up. So let's reach. If you're trying to just brush your fingers against the ceiling, reaching up nice and high. Lots of expansion in the left side. And then walking the hand away a little further, bending the elbow. So you're quite strong into that right arm, demanding a lot from your right arm here to hold you up steadily and allow that stretch to happen on the left side. And watch what's happening as well with your sit bones. If you are levitating on the left, see if you can bring your hips back into equal amount of heaviness in the hips there. Stability, steadiness. So that nice big gentle expansion in the side of your body. And then to come out, we are lifting up at the same time, pulling our hands back towards us, coming out. A little bit of strength required there. I'm sure you've got it. So here we go on to the left side now. So again, watch out for that curling forward. You want to stay open and walk your hand away as far as it's happy to go. Again, noticing the hips, making sure that they are firmly anchored to your heels before taking your right arm up. And then again, lifting up. So we're reaching up, sending the shoulder up, sending the upper arm, lower arm, fingertips, reaching up. We've got that lovely stretch in that arm. And then we're going to creep over to the left a little more, perhaps, if that's right for you. And then bending the elbow to really get into that stretch on the right side. A little bit of compression and contraction of the muscles on the left side. And breathe, reaching up. Keep breathing. With those breaths, you're also helping to extend the posture. You'll feel where the constriction is, where the restriction is with your breath. And then we're going to be coming out, so reaching up, but at the same time pulling back, taking your arms forward, interlacing your fingers, and sending the palms away from you. So interlace, turn your hands so that the backs of your hands are facing you, and push away. So we're taking the shoulder blades away. Don't cave through the belly here. Still high posture, crown of the head up towards the ceiling, pushing the arms forward. And as if you're trying to bring your elbows towards each other, and then release. Flick out the hands. Let's go forwards, pushing the heels of the hands away from you, fingertips coming back towards you, and then dropping them down. So our wrists get quite an interesting workout with all of the screens and keyboards and things that we have to operate and do operate. So I want to keep all of the muscles active, not just the ones that are useful for that. So give them another flick out. And then taking your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers again, and this time shoulder blades pinning towards each other, and then pushing your hands away. So get that opening up in the front of the chest. If you like to here, you can send your chest forward and dip your head back, maybe bringing your hands down to the floor or towards the floor. So we're opening up in the chest. Neck has to be quite strong here if you've got your head tilted back. And try taking a deep breath and see where you get to with that. There's not a lot of space there. And coming out, bring your hands around, give yourself a big hug, and at the same time, bringing your feet out from underneath you and extending them front. Well done. So we've balanced out that movement and expansion in the chest. We're just gently rocking forwards in this hug. So using your core here to bring yourself forwards and backwards. Opening your arms out to the sides, as if you're taking the backs of your hands to touch each other behind you, and then bringing your arms back, opposite arm on top for that nice big hug. This time take your chin to your chest, and rounding down, dropping yourself down towards your thighs. So we've opened up the top of the back, and the mid-back, and the front of the body. And then coming all the way back up. So we're going to do another little bit of breath work here. Inhaling the arms up and forwards and overhead. When you get to this top point, looking up between your hands. And if you'd like to, you can add on a little bit of a back bend here, coming back to center. On the exhale, we're going to be folding all the way forward. So let's do that together. Inhale all the way up. A little bit of a back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, use your core here. Use your lower back, mid back, upper back equally if you can. Exhaling, coming forwards. Finding that stretch in the back of your legs. Make sure that you're also using the muscles in your belly, in the front of your body, in the sides of your body. To keep everything working, everything safe. Exhaling as you come forwards. Going at your own pace. 3 rounds. Waking up and energizing the core. And when you've finished your 3 rounds, come to settle, folded forward. In Paschimottanasana, and allow each breath to take you a little further away. And each exhaled breath to let you drop closer towards your legs. And coming all the way back, drawing your legs back into Baddha Konasana. So we are going to be doing a little bit of balance work here. So I want you to see if you can find that stretch and that opening up in the pelvis. Everything we've done so far has been quite linear. So let's open up the pelvis, stretch through the inner thighs, take the knees out to the sides, pushing your knees down. So this is an active posture. It might look like I'm doing absolutely nothing here, but I am using my muscles to encourage the knees down to the sides, and at the same time gently drawing my feet in towards me. So you can do that, or you can gently push down on your knees and let go and release the muscles from having to do any work. Encourage them to let go. And breathe. And release. Now let's just turn sideways here. Holding on to your big toes with a yoga hold, so just the first 2 fingers of your hand together, and your thumb will form a lock there. So around your big toes, bring the thumb around to lock. If that feels uncomfortable for your toes, you can hold on at your ankle or around the outside edge of your foot. So we're keeping the left foot in towards the body, foot is still on the floor, and extending the right leg out to the side. So allow yourself to lean back a little to counterbalance the weight of your leg. And we're looking to get the leg relatively straight. It'll depend, obviously, on the length of your legs, the length of your arms, and whatever else is going on for you. So feel free, if this doesn't work, to hold on at the back of your calf. And then staying here with the right leg extended, you're going to lift the left leg off as well. So we're coming into balancing. Both feet are off. Use the muscles in your toes to hold and stay firm so that you don't feel like you're pulling your toes off with the hold. So engage the muscles in your toes. Lift your sternum away from your pelvis, neck and head in line. And we're going to swap legs around. Now come down to resting that left leg on the floor first if you need to, but otherwise give yourself a little bit of a balance challenge of bringing the right leg in and left leg comes out. Come to left leg extended and right leg off the floor. Using all those fine muscles in your core here. Extending through the leg, getting some nice stretch in the back of the leg. Still remembering to breathe. And maybe this is a good or not good time, but think of a sankalpa, an intention for yourself for your practice today. And it might even be Just having a little more love and acceptance for yourself. More hope, more joy, more love, more peace, more calm, more whatever it is that you'd like more of in your life. And then coming back in, and the right leg comes out. So we're still balancing, and of course take that opposite leg down if you would like to. The extended leg, that one's an easy one. The left leg, the bent leg, draw it in towards you. And again, don't forget to engage the toes as well, otherwise your toes are going to feel like you're trying to pull them off. And breathe, and then let's move once more over to the left leg extension, right leg pulled in. And then bringing your left leg in. So both legs are in, but both legs off the ground. So lots of nice core work here, lots of balance. And change your hold now, holding on the outer edge of your feet. If you have to have a break or want to bring your legs back down into Baddha Konasana, round angle pose, go ahead and do that. So we're going to take both legs out at the same time now. You knew that was coming, didn't you? So just giving your toes a bit of a rest. Go out with the hold on the side of the feet or bring the hold back to the toes. And both legs are out. Torso lifted, give yourself space in the chest, head and neck in line. Engage your belly button towards your spine. And staying here or gently drawing your legs together towards each other. And bending your knees, bringing your feet down to the floor, holding on around your knees and rounding your back, bringing your forehead down towards your knees. Feet are flat to the floor. A little bit of a counter pose here. We're going to come into a reverse plank. Everybody loves reverse plank. So put your hands behind you, fingertips facing forwards or towards your hips, extending your legs outwards. And you might need to slide your feet away from you a little bit here. Just do what you have to do. But putting yourself into that lovely reverse plank, we're going to take the toes down towards the ground, lift the hips off, and bringing yourself into line. So taking your head back so that your head and neck and back are in line with each other. Lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes here, squeeze the thigh muscles. And breathe. Slowly lowering yourself back down. Bringing yourself into a tabletop position. Big toes together, knees are out to the sides. And push yourself slowly and firmly back into Balasana, extending your arms out in front of you. So we've got that lovely compression in the groin here, softness in the back, extension through the front of the body, and then opening up under the arms. Creep your fingers away from you if you want to get a little bit more stretch under your arms, along the top of your shoulders. And soften your body down towards the ground. The balasana is also a balancing posture. Not as we see balance perhaps, but an internally balancing posture. Allowing everything to come back into softness, back into a balance within the body. And mind, body, spirit connection. So let's come up now, lifting the head, looking forward, and then drawing yourself up, coming up into your tabletop position. So here, let's be strong in the arms, and then drop the chest down, keeping the arms straight, allowing your head and neck to hang, to be heavy. So hips are wide, chest just dropping down between your arms, and then pushing the floor away as if you're elevating your chest away from the ground. Well, not as if you are doing that. And long and strong in the arms, chest is high now, back still straight. So throughout this, the back remains neutral. We're not curling the back, we're just dropping the back down now. So taking your chest towards the ground, back is straight. So really working gently through all the muscles in the shoulders, across the top of your back and into your chest. And then again, pushing the floor away, raising your mid-back back up to the ceiling and feeling that you are lengthening your arms. Your arms are at their longest they can possibly be here. So from here, we're going to thread the needle, taking your left hand, keeping your left hand on the floor. We're going to take the right hand off, thread it through, and send your hips back towards your heels here. So we come into a very soft version of thread the needle. And a balasana meets thread the needle. Lovely compression into that shoulder, opening up across the outside of the upper arm. And take your left hand, extend it out, palm facing upwards, across the right hand. So as if you're holding hands with yourself, your left hand is resting in your right palm. And you can push it into the palm of your right hand with the left to give yourself a bit of a twist in the spine. And then bringing your left hand back, bringing your right hand back, coming back to a tabletop position, lifting your left hand off now, and as you slide it through, pushing yourself back into that balasana again, and coming into a very soft shoulder stretch, thread the needle. Staying here for a little while first before we come into that hands together version. And now taking your right hand, putting it on your left and pressing down into your left hand with your right. Give yourself that little mid-back twist. And don't worry if it doesn't feel like a lot of movement here. It's a very subtle movement. And coming out, bringing your hands back, bringing yourself back into your tabletop position, and we're going to come into downward facing dog. So let's go for that lovely inversion. There we are. So make your downward dog dynamic today. So moving from side to side. So maybe we start with a hip sway. Getting a little bit of lubrication in the hips. moving through the whole of the side of each body with each sway, and finding the pace and the movement that suits you. And then slowly bring yourself back to center, making sure that you're pushing the floor away with your hands. You're sending your sit bones up towards the ceiling. And now let's bend alternate knees. So as you bend that knee, the heel will peel off and you push into the toes. So bringing your thigh to your chest, opening up under the toes, and then switching and doing the same on the other side. Keep going with that lovely paddling of the knees, stretching of the toes, and extending the other leg out, getting that big stretch in the Achilles and the calf. If you've been doing lots of walking, you'll really feel that. And equally, if you've been doing no walking at all, you might feel that. So you might be starting to get a little tired around the hands and arms now. So we're going to come forward, tipping forward, and bringing your hips down towards the ground. We're coming into upward facing dog. So hips towards the floor, chest between your arms. Squeeze your glutes here. A little bit of an energizing flow here. We're coming back to downward facing dog. Down dog. Lift your right leg off, bringing your right knee into your chest. Then extending your right leg and flipping your right leg over your left behind you. So opening up around the right thigh. Nice front stretch of the body along the right side. And breathe. And bringing that knee back into your chest. Holding there before coming back to downward facing dog. Left knee comes off into the chest. And then extending your left leg out behind you. Flipping your left leg over to the right side. Opening up. Along the left side of your body now. And then bringing your knee back into your chest. Let's squeeze. And back to downward facing dog. Coming into upward facing dog. Pivoting forwards. Chest between your arms. Shoulders are wide. Squeeze your glutes. Coming all the way back to downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot forward between your hands. Coming into a low lunge. Stepping your left foot forward towards your right. Forward fold. Coming all the way up into standing. Hands are up towards the ceiling. Bit of a back bend. Chandrasana, half moon posture. Folding all the way forwards now. Hands back down to the floor, either side of your feet. Stepping your right foot back all the way. Nice long, low lunge. Rocking the hips. Finding that big stretch. And then taking your left foot to join your right. Coming into plank. Plank posture. Nice and strong. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs. Push your heels back. And then knees, chest and chin to the ground. Namaste, namaskar. Bring yourself forwards and come into crocodile posture. Makara, resting your head on your forearms, one stacked on top of the other, to give yourself a nice high pillow to rest your forehead. Resting here just for a moment. And that was the moment, and it is gone. So we are moving again. Tuck your toes, hands either side of your chest, elbows pointing back. This is the last bit of active stuff before we come into rest. So pushing yourself up into Bhujangasana, but engaging all the muscles in the back before lifting yourself off entirely, coming back to downward facing dog. Find your downward facing dog. Take your time to set yourself up. Push the floor away with your arms. Tilt your hips. Feet flat to the floor. And then walking your hands and feet towards each other. Coming into a forward bend, into forward fold. And rolling up. Rolling up to standing. Coming to standing. Well done. Little bit of waking us up there. So we're coming into tree posture. We're coming into Vriksasana. So standing firmly into your left leg. You're going to take the right leg to the side, pressing your heel into the side of your calf, opening your hands out to the side, knees out to the side. And you should hopefully feel that in your hip. And staying here or sliding up, calf. It's always easier to do this on a hard floor than it is to do it on your mat or on a carpet. And if you've got a mat on a carpet, well then, well done. You're giving yourself a really good challenge today. And then bringing your leg up higher, taking it lower, stay where you are. 3 choices. Coming into our lovely balanced posture. Arms are out to the sides or lifting up or on your hips, wherever you'd like them to be. Remember to breathe. Take yourself back to the depth of breath that we had right at the beginning of our practice together today. Really deep, slow and steady. And we're going to take the knee to face forwards and extend that right leg. So it's going to take a little bit of strength here, extending your right leg, extending that foot forward, staying here, and then we're taking the leg out to the side. My leg has sound effects today. And then bringing it back down. Well done. Let's shake out the left leg. Maybe even the shoulders. I give it a bit tight. Give them a wiggle and a shake. And then let's come to the other side. So we're going to do exactly the same. Standing firmly into that foot, right leg this time, and then pressing into that spleen point. This is our opportunity to make sure that we're not sticking our bottoms out. So bring your tailbone slightly tucked under to give yourself that firm foundation for your spine to be lengthened up towards the sky. Open your shoulders, bring your shoulder blades just a fraction closer together. And let's slide that left leg up, or keep it where it is. And you will probably find, like me, that one side is not a good balancing side today, or you might not, or both sides might be off. So just practicing. It's a good opportunity always in yoga to practice that compassionate inquiry. What's going on? What do I see? What am I feeling? What are the emotions that's bringing up for me? Can I let go of the emotion? And then bringing the leg up, taking it down, or staying where you are. Whatever you decide to do with this posture this time, keeping that standing leg really solid, engaging all the muscles in your leg. going to be bringing that left leg round now. Keeping the knee high, extending the leg. And then bringing that leg out to the side and back down. Take everything out, give yourself a wiggle and a shake and a fling around. See what feels good. This is what feels good at the moment. A bit of swing and a glide and a slide. And rolling down slowly to a forward bend. Hands to the floor, taking your legs out wide now. Coming into Prasarita Padadasana. Breathe. So hands to the floor, helping to support you. Legs are quite wide and bring yourself down into a wide squat. You might have to walk your feet in to find where is comfortable for you. So wide squat. Still facing forwards, leaning forwards. Hands to the floor. Letting go of any tension in the tops of your feet. And then coming to sitting on the mat. Extending your legs out. And rolling down. Or extending your legs out and coming to lie on the mat. Or rolling down. And giving yourself a bit of a rock from side to side. Just a nice gentle massage across your lower back. Maybe the tops of your hips. And back to center. Give yourself a big squeeze. And let's take the arms out to the side and bring the legs over to the right. So it might be that you take your feet down to the floor first and then send them over, or you want to send them over right from here. Do what works for you. Find the position that works for you to be able to let go of any tension in your legs. We don't really want the legs hanging in the air. We really want them to be on the ground if you can. So adjust your knees closer up towards you or further away to get that. Legs to the ground, relax legs, and then let's turn the neck and head in the opposite direction to the knees. Bringing back that deep exhale and inhale. Full breath in, full exhale. Noticing where the breath moves your torso, your belly, maybe even into your back. And then coming back to center with your head, back to center with your knees, and over to the other side. Let go of any tension in your shoulders, around your shoulder blades, in your neck. And then coming back to center. Hip first, then your knees. Bring yourself together for a nice hug. Close your eyes, and in this space, maybe take a moment to send some gratitude around your body for all the incredible things it allows you to do, all the things it could potentially take you to and have you experience. The incredible vehicle that you have in this life. Bringing your forehead up to your knees, squeezing all the muscles in your body. Squeeze, 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 squeeze as tight as you can. Every single muscle, shoulders, toes, fingers, nose, everything. And relax. Bring yourself into your Shavasana, into your final resting pose. Palms of the hands facing up, knees relaxed, elbows relaxed. Taking your hands and your feet away from you, giving yourself space and length in the body, and adjusting where you need to feel that you are completely relaxed, completely held by the earth, eyes closed, a softness through your whole body, a complete sense of being able to let go and relax and come into a state of calm and peace and complete connectedness between the mind, body, and spirit. The work you've done today, the work in getting yourself here in the first place, and then the work we've actually done together. The practice has been about bringing balance to the body and bringing balance between our mind, body, and spirit so they can be connected and equal in harmony, all heard and all honored. No one of the three going ignored and not listened to. Feeling a deep sense of calm and peace flowing through your whole body with each breath, breathing in through your nostrils and out through your mouth or your nostrils with a soft, deep, steady breath. Starting to notice the sounds around you, starting to feel some internal movement in the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Maybe just noticing the sensation of coolness or warmth, or just how your skin feels, or your bones, or your muscles. And then gentle movement in your hands and your feet and extending through your body. And coming to lie on your right side when you're ready, with your eyes closed, preserving that internal peace and calm and harmony. Maybe bringing to mind your sankalpa again, your intention for yourself. What it is you think of, you will bring into existence. And when you're ready from here, coming up to sitting and bringing your hands to heart center, eyes still closed. When you're sitting, spine's long, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Your spine strong, supporting you. Energy fully allowed to flow through your whole body. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, bringing your hands to cover your eyes, just gently pressing into your face. On an inhale, blinking your eyes into that space. On the exhale, bring your hands back to heart center and namaste. Thank you very much for joining me on the mat, for joining you, for joining yourself together, mind, body, and spirit. And I hope you have a gorgeous